Hello, beautiful soul traveler. Today, I have been guided to share an overview of 2026 and bring in some beautiful intuitive guided messages for each of our 12 months. Now, if you've already watched my previous video on January, it'll be very interesting to see how the energies of January that's already come through with that message correlates in this one. And I'm going to be using the Animal Spirit deck. I'm also feeling a dragon will be coming through. And there's two other decks that I'll be guided to use as I go along the months. One will be the Clarifying Life Situations, and the other one will be the Mystic Forest deck. And the fairies will have a final message at the very end, which will go for the whole entire year. And I'm also going to be using a very special deck. It is the Russian Gypsy Fortune Telling. I love this deck because it creates such a beautiful, encompassing picture of what's unfolding. With all that said, I look forward to sharing and facilitating this beautiful, intuitive, guided message for the overall encompassing year of 2026. Right now, we're just shuffling the cards to get them prepared for this reading. And it will take me a few moments to lay all these 25 cards out.
All right, so here we have our cards all laid out. As you can see, we're using all of the 25 cards, and they're all laid out in their glory. They're quite stunning to see, and how they fall out and make a picture that determines what we read and what we don't. And the last card here, as you can see, we have the horseshoe, we have the crayfish, we have the forest, and we have the bridge. Now the bridge made a full picture, so we will read that. The other ones, we will read them in the position that they fell, but we'll also read them in position 1. We have the firewood, and then I believe we have the dog up here, and we have an interesting dynamic. We also have the demons. Now, fret not, the demons here is not necessarily a sign of evil. It is a reminder oftentimes of the subconscious. So the demons here in this deck is representing the subconscious mind and the thoughts that come on an unconscious level. So we have that, and for the most part, there wasn't a whole heck of a lot of cards that made a full picture, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. It just means that this is what was wanting to come through. So we'll see how this takes shape with the rest of the messages that are going to be coming through from the other decks.
So the dog is our first card, the dog representing relationships with friends. And in the first position, it's talking about how you have faithful and constant friend. Now, if we look at this for the overall encompassing year of 2026, I love the fact that we got the dog for us, because it also, what's coming in is representing community, and it's representing that support. So look around and see those close friends that you have. And when you navigate the energies of 2026, look around at those friends and see who can come in to help support you in those times of need or even just celebrate with you. That it's also reminding us around the card is not to take our friends for granted. So if our friends do something that maybe seems a little absent-minded, I guess you could say, like for example, if they forget to invite you to a gathering or a party, or they maybe forget to respond back to a text, don't be so quick to throw them under the bus, because those friends that are in your life, you know the ones. Those are the ones that are going to be there for you when the hard times come. And so have a little compassion, or invite some compassion into your heart. Feel into how potentially you could help support the friendship even further. So that's the guidance with the dog. I love that. Now, the next card that we had is the firewood. This could be something that we're working with more in the immediate half of the year. So potentially our physical health, we may have some challenges around our physical health at the beginning of this year. And as it fell in position 3, it's depicting a minor illness, which is a good thing. So there may just be some minor little blips. So that's something as a caution for us as we move into the energy of 2026. Really feel into your body. Feel into any pain, any things like little twinges or any of those little pulls, those intuition feels of, oh, maybe I should go to the doctor. And if you're experiencing a cold or some kind of flu or something like that, just honor yourself, nourish your body, and do what you can to support yourself as you're moving through that illness. Our next one was the demons. Now, the first time I was working with this deck and I saw the demons come in, I was immediately drawn to this fear. And I was like, oh God, the demons, that can't be good. And when I started reading in and seeing the demons on a regular basis, I started to understand the deeper message of what they were carrying. So the demons are depicting the subconscious negative thoughts. Now, these are what can be playing in the background that we're not aware of. And it does have a short duration, which makes sense in the grander scheme of things, because as we've been moving from a very deep, reflective energy these last couple of months, and we've had great shifts in 2025. A lot of that eclipse energy was coming in and moving us into some really deep places and shining the light. Ooh, losing my voice here. Really shining the light on many areas that we haven't really looked at. So this makes perfect sense, because as that energy is being reflected upon and being brought to our attention, we're being reminded and invited to break the pattern, to lift up that needle off of the record player, pull it off to the side, and stop the negative self-talk. It's not easy to do this. And I even now find myself having a thought and slipping into that unconscious pattern going, oh, that's not going to happen, or this or that. And then I go, whoa, Teresa, what are you doing? Stop, pause. That was old patterning, old conditioning. We are building new neurological pathways within the brain. So it may take till June to get some solid foundation in place around picking up the needle and stopping the negative self-talk. So the demons are not necessarily a bad thing for us. They are actually a great reminder for us to continue to interrupt the patterns, to build stronger pathways for ourselves. Now, the next card was the stars. From what I remember, I believe the stars is talking about success. So we have our guiding star. It is guiding us towards our goal. So the star duration is a short to life. Now, short, again, this is going to be something that we're working with in the first half of the year, but it's also creating lasting lifetime impacts for us. So what we do now is rippling forward into our future. It is guiding us and moving us into more of what we are desiring. So be sure to trust and anchor and have faith that you have a guiding star and it's moving you into all that your heart is desiring. It's moving you forward. Just continue to pursue your goals. That's the last part of the card guidance. Just ensure that you are taking the steps, those courageous action steps to step through the doorways, to step into the invitation that is being presented to you. Now, the bridge represents change, and it's more specifically deliberate change. What is happening here with this deliberate change? It is going to make a very lasting, impactful effect on our life, on the whole trajectory of where we're moving into. It is saying, if you want freedom, create a bridge over the chasm. The guidance here is saying, if you're feeling stuck, if you're feeling stagnant, if you're feeling like you have no idea which way to go, it's going to be up to you to build the bridge. It is going to be up to you to take the steps, the baby steps, the big steps, whatever and however they show up for you, to move into creating the bridge over the chasm. It's going to be up to you to decide, to declare, to draw the line in the sand. Where do you want to go? What do you want to create? Because it's going to be you that's going to get out and get those materials to build that bridge. And each action step that you take, each nail that you hammer in, each plank of wood that you lay down is going to bring you closer to building that bridge over the chasm. It's going to move you into the direction of bringing your goals to fruition, which we already have the guidance and the wisdom coming through from the stars, saying taking those steps to support yourself is going to get you there. You're being guided, but it is not going to be without endurance. Here is the endurance, building the bridge. So whatever that looks like for you, take the step to go out, buy your supplies to build your bridge. So we have 3 more cards that showed up that did not make a full picture. But because they're on the last card, we're going to read each of them. So the first one is the forest. And this is representing people in our life. The guidance here is saying that as you're mixing in and you're having these interactions, one, they're going to be really fun. It's going to be good company. You're going to be around good people. And it's going to help you advance. So in whatever capacity you're looking to move forward in, knowing that if you are going to an event or if you're going to a social gathering, these are going to be met with an overall good, joyous interaction where you're going to be able to have a good purpose with it. So it's going to be very prosperous for you. You're going to meet people. The connections that you're going to build, the relationships that you're going to nurture and interact with, they're going to be ones that will help to carry you forward. So position 1, and this is directly relating back to the dog, it is talking about continuous friendship with many worthwhile people. So now what the crayfish here is guiding us, it's saying too much haste often defeats the business. The picture is really reminding us to slow down. Right now, this year, the guidance here is this is a process. This chapter is going to unfold over the next 9 years and, of course, beyond. But in the number 1 year, it is not going to be about us racing to the finish line. We are going to be listening. We are going to be reflecting. We are going to be making more space within our bodies, within our mind, within our hearts, within our whole system, within our life, to hold space for these aspirations, for these goals, for these desires, to grow and flourish. Take a moment to pause. Find yourself a quiet place to reflect, nurture, honor, reflect, take a walk out in nature, stop and smell the roses, look around you, at all of the beauty, all of this magical unfoldment that's happening around you, to drink in the beauty of it, because each stage of this chapter that we're in is got its own beauty, it's got its own wisdom, and it's holding this beautiful divine essence that when we pause and drink it in, it is helping to also build more of who we are, shaping us, creating more of that resilience within us, helping us to learn the language of the universe. So cool. So cool. And the horseshoe. That is our last card in here. The horseshoe is speaking about success. This is its overall encompassing message. It is speaking about your desire will be fulfilled. And it's saying good fortune awaits you. This is directly correlating to the stars. What you are working towards will be created. It is coming to fruition. It's being fulfilled. But again, it's the duration. It is taking the steps to build that bridge to get you there. So trust and know that the horseshoe has your back. Success is coming, which is such a beautiful card for us. It's such a beautiful way to sum up this whole reading as we move into the energies of 2026. Now, I'm still being called to go through the months.
Alrighty, here is the decks that we're going to use as we bring forward a message for each of the 12 months this year.
All right, so let's start with the animals. This is for January. What animal is coming forward for us in January? Well, of course, they want to start us off with 2 cards. I just laugh at the animals. Infinite possibilities. We've got the unicorn. The unicorn is saying you are the sovereign of the seen and unseen worlds. The magic of love surrounds you. Beauty transforms you. Listen to the spirit's flight. Abandon the darkness. Go beyond the ordinary and become the legendary. Well, now, if that isn't a powerful, dynamic card for us this January as we start this energy, especially going off of the message we just had from the Russian Gypsy deck. Wow, so beautiful and speaks to the possibilities, the infinite possibilities. I love it. Now, of course, they're already giving us a second card here with the animals. I asked for just one, but that's how it goes. We've got the lion coming in, the higher calling. Again, this really does speak to feeling in to what it is you want to bring in. Previous video that I made for specifically January, we had the card from the Mystic Forest show up and remind us to decide what we want. And again, this card really is depicting that. It's feeling into that higher calling, honoring that and respecting that and making the decision. Now, the guidance specifically from this card is you have within you all the courage you need. Let go of the past and reclaim your majesty. You will find success and contentment with those by your side. That sums up the dog. Make noble choices for your life and your tribe. Wow. Now, our dragon for the month of January, and because 2 cards came out, I'm feeling that was the 3rd card. So I love that. Oh, wow. What a powerful dragon to start our year with. The Alpha Dragon. So cool. The Alpha Dragon represents harnessing the divine masculine power of creation. Destroy the old, visualize your dream, help you to manifest a new world. What a powerful dragon for us to work with as we feel into the energies of January and create that bigger impact for the year. Beautiful. Love it. Wow. That's awesome. Okay. Let's move into the energies of February. Do we have the energy? Yep, we do. Good. Okay. What is the animal that wants to come through for us? Oh, just one. Oh, the dragon. I love that. Supernatural. You are the ancient wise sage. You can shapeshift at will. Mastery is your destiny. Rise with dignity. Ah, what a powerful card for us as we make our way into February. Yes, be reminded that you are the wise sage. You can shapeshift at will. Now, our dragons specifically for this month, even though we'll have double dragons there, will be. Oh, beautiful. The pure white dragon from Orion. Now, this is helping to transform your ascension knowledge into pure wisdom. Process what you know. Act with truth and honesty. Let your wings of light grow and expand. This will really be about continuing the momentum of starting to transform that deep inner wisdom into more of that tangible knowing. I love that. Oh, what a beautiful dragon for our February. Now, I'm feeling the Mystic Forest. There we go. A deeper world. I love how it's so dark. The beautiful glow of the blue emanating in the middle. Don't push or force your way through life. Finding balance, even in the dark times, will open your heart to the depth of compassion in everyday moments. So, whatever starts to transpire for you in February, remember to dig deep. Potentially, this could be where that negative self talk starts to show up, the demons from the Russian gypsy deck there. Really open your heart and dig deep and find that compassion. Ask the question, what would love do? What would compassion do? What would kindness do? So harness that energy, dive deep, go into the unconscious mind, and really start to uncover those patterns. Pick up the needle, move it off to the side, pattern interrupt. Okay, we're moving right along. So for March, there we go. Connect into the March energy. Oh, that didn't take long at all. The peacock. Vibrancy is what it's speaking about. So the guidance. You were born to shine and inspire. Practice humility to avoid jealousy. Be grateful for life and more good things will come. Be true to yourself. There's that authentic piece. And recognize your brilliance. I love that. The peacock is reminding us to continue with what we're doing, harness that vibrant energy, keep taking the steps to show up for ourselves. Be grateful for life, really harness gratitude. This is where we can bring in more of that gratitude energy. We can anchor, ground, and root that and look around to stop and smell the roses while we are waiting for the tangible results to unfold, because it may not happen right away. Remember, this is a process. We're building the bridge. Love that. Now, our dragon for March. What energy from the dragons is wanting to come through here? Oh, there we go. Oh, the first card to fall on the floor. Bear with me. This is a beautiful card. As soon as we get situated again, we'll show it to the camera. So beautiful. Dark blue galactic dragon. This helps you to listen to the voice of the universe. It ignites the codes of your master blueprint. Access cosmic wisdom and enter higher service. This will be really about you listening in to your gut, listening to that intuition, listening to that higher call, listening to the whispers of your soul. And remember, it's going to be in the quiet moments. So when you are stopping to smell those roses, set the intention that you're connecting in with your higher self. Ask the dark blue galactic dragon to help you with this. Love that. Mystic Forest is the next one here. Okay. Oh, there it is. I love that for us for March. You are complete. In a lot of ways, that does complete the message from the peacock and the dark blue galactic dragon as well. You are not broken. Nothing is wrong with you. Don't spend your life fixing problems. Dwell in the beauty of your being. You are enough now and always. What a great pick me up for March. All right, so as we move into the month of April, what is wanting to share through for April? There we go. Oh, adventure. Beautiful orca whale. So lovely. The message here: dare to do things differently. Sing your wild song. Manifest your travel dreams. Attempt the great journey with confidence. Be loyal. Friends and family are your treasures. Be brave. You are more powerful than you know. Sounds like April, we could use a little reminder to be adventurous, to be bold, to step into harnessing that courageous action and looking to our community, those friends, just like the dog. I love that. Remember, you are powerful more than you know. Really connect into the power that you hold, your innate wisdom. You are a powerhouse. Love that. Now, let us see what dragon is wanting to join us. The lilac fire dragon. Sounds like we're going to need a good dose of love in April. Guidance here is it helps us to transmute through the power of divine love. Open up to transcendent love and enlightenment. Purity of heart brings peace, hope, and joy. Wow. This will be a good reminder for us in April. No matter what starts to unfold around us, come back to the grounded presence of love. So powerful. Love it. Now I'm being called to the clarifying life situations for April. Now, let me see. There we go. So we've got trust your path and pathfinder. Love the compass on this too. Look at how cool that is. So pathfinder, trust your inner compass to illuminate your path through love and career, revealing the direction your soul wishes to explore. Trust your path. Listen to intuition, seek direction, and embrace discovery. There's the adventure. Answers reveal the journey within. So as we connect into the energy of April, there's this deeper sense, again, to trust. Trust and anchor into love and the direction that you're being guided. Remember, the soft whispers from the soul do come in that quiet. And when things get too loud around you, or you get too lost in the negative self-talk, that is when we feel confusion and we don't know what direction to go in. So pause, allow love to dissipate that heavy energy and bring trust and faith into your reality, into your presence, into your being, and know that you are powerful beyond words. Let's connect in. Let's start with the animal, our animal guide. Oh, that one almost wanted to come out. What would like to share itself in May? There we go. I am laughing at this card. Patience. Patience, patience, patience. Beautiful herring. The guidance here is create a place in nature's stillness and be renewed. Take time alone to find balance. Step confidently toward your purpose. Patience will bring you rewards. So as we are moving into the month of May, you may really start to be feeling this heavy energy that things are taking too long to create. Remember patience. Remember the stars. And remember the horseshoe. Your success is assured, but it is a process. There is an endurance that is unfolding. Remember, you're building the bridge. Here's our dragon. Ooh, the black dragon. Now, the black dragon is speaking about a cocoon. So this could be where fate is starting to step in and allowing you to slow things down, allowing you to stop and make more room and more space for all that you're curating. The black dragon cocoons you so that your divine potential grows. This is where we're being invited to meditate, reflect, because you're undergoing a metamorphosis. So this is where more of that dense energy, those limiting beliefs, those patterns, they're unfolding, they're unraveling. We are pattern interrupting them. We're noticing them. And we are being made aware of them so that we can make space for more of what our heart is desiring. I'm still feeling the clarifying life situation deck here for May. So we're going to see what it has to share. There it is. Again, these cards are just feeding into each other. Behind the veil and give up control. So, give up control's message is release your grip on outcomes. Embrace the present moment's wisdom. Behind the veil, welcome uncertainty as an opportunity for growth and to be okay with not knowing. So I invite you to surrender the unhealthy control and allow the remembrance of your innate wisdom and power, knowing that you are in control, but you are the co-creator. You are the creator with the universe, creating these beautiful experiences, these beautiful outcomes, these beautiful interactions, these beautiful opportunities of growth to unfold. So add this or something better as you are creating and keep your heart open to the endless, infinite. We're going to circle back to January, the infinite possibilities that the universe is inviting and bringing in to your reality. So let's move into the energy of June. We have June's energy now. Oh, caught it just in time before it fell on the floor. Self-reliance, the snow leopard. So the message here, the wisdom on this card is you are strongly independent and often solitary. Integrity is important for your best outcome. Cloak yourself with invisibility and walk with the shamans. Use your intuition and let your life unfold in silent perfection. Wow. Now our dragon. This year is really shaping up interestingly. Oh, the green dragon. Okay. Our beautiful dragon for the month of June is the green dragon. The green dragon helps you to tune into the secrets of nature, receive answers and guidance from nature, align with your divine essence. This is speaking about getting in connection with nature, listening to that intuition, allowing it to guide us. I love it. And with nature, we're going into the Mystic Forest deck for this month of June. Okay. Well, this is interesting. It seems like June is going to be a bit of a transition for us. So we've got two cards. The first card, without agenda. Second card, the beginning. So the first card here is without agenda. Pure love and everything you have dreamed of will happen when you are ready to give love without expecting anything in return. True givers receive. So this is a reminder for us dive deep into the recognition of giving and receiving without expecting something in return. Again, it's coming back and looking at releasing those attachments, those expectations, and being of service. So that is the guidance for that. I feel like this is kind of the beginning part of June. And as we approach the end of June, which makes sense why 2 cards came out, we're shifting into the beginning. So here we have another beginning point happening in June. So the guidance on the card here is saying there's still time to adjust or start over. Feel life flowing freely through your being. All your wishes can come true in the creative potential of a new beginning. So pretty. If you look at this card, as I'm looking at it, all those piles, like I know it's trees, it's a forest, but the way that the light is hitting all the places there looks like piles of gold stacked up into the leaves and the trees. And I just love that as I look at it, it just looks like shimmering piles of gold everywhere. And it's almost like reading this confirmation that success really is assured. No matter where we find ourselves in June is a turning point for us to dig deep, to check in with what it is that we're creating, ensure that it's coming from the purest, highest vibrational frequency of love without agenda, and anchor in and dig deep into this new beginning, into bringing in the piles of gold that are coming through this card. And I know there's not really piles of gold there, but it feels like it. It just feels like brand new invitation and opportunity to step into greater success, greater prosperity, greater greatness. So I love that. I love that. June's going to be a very interesting month. Okay. What animal would like to come forward for July? Feeling into July. Oh, okay. 2 cards again. Hold on. Okay, so the card, the 2 cards from the Animal Spirit deck. First one, greatness. Love that. It's the elephant. Now, we were just speaking about greatness with the new beginning at the end of June. And our second card is regeneration, the lizard. So here we have greatness and regeneration. So now May left us with this cocoon state, this incubation, this metamorphosis. June reminded us to get connected in with nature while we were moving through this incubation. July, it sounds like we're still incubating a bit, but we're also regenerating and we're moving towards greatness. So the guidance on the regeneration is, as a survivor, you are unparalleled. No matter what happens, you can adapt. Embrace your transformation. Put on your new cloak. You are a master of regeneration. So we've been in this beautiful incubation period. This is where we are starting to emerge from that. We're feeling it. We're still in it. But we're regenerating and we're starting to come out, emerge out of that cocoon. So this is very interesting. Love that. And the greatness from the elephant. Love is your strength. Again, we have love woven into everything. Leadership is your path. Your wisdom inspires everyone you meet. You can overcome any problem. You will naturally and easily achieve success. Again, we've got that wisdom coming in from the stars and the horseshoe. It's reminding us that we can easily achieve greatness. I love this so far for July. I'm not sure when our Mercury retrogrades are yet, because I haven't looked into that. But I wouldn't be surprised if we had a retrograde for Mercury, or one of something is retrograding around that time of May and maybe into June. And then as it stations direct, this will be where we'll get some clarity coming through and where we'll be invited to take those next steps that will move us further and start to feel like we're getting somewhere. So that's very interesting. All right. Now we're going to. Oh, right. We forgot our dragon. I'm like, I can't move into August yet. No, I forgot my dragon. Thanks, guys, for reminding me. Okay, so we've got the dragon for July. Ooh. Ah. Beautiful. The crystal yellow dragon. Oh, love this dragon. The crystal yellow dragon opens you to higher learning and wisdom. Expand your crown chakra for illumination. Walk the higher spiritual path. It opens you to higher learning and wisdom. And again, there may be even some opportunities around this time for you to deepen your own spiritual growth and wisdom and expand further your awareness around things. So I love that for us. Okay, August's energy. What animal would love to share its wisdom with us for August? So funny. As we enter one of the hottest months typically of the year for us up here in the Northern Hemisphere, we've got the polar bear showing up with the message of mystic. The guidance here is, know that challenges make you stronger. Have faith when you face adversity. Take time to rest, dream, and renew your strength. Embrace your psychic abilities. You carry the shaman within. Again, we've got the shaman energy showing up for the year. So even though we have this regeneration and we're starting to stretch our wings, so to speak, for July, we've got this assuredness and reminder of greatness coming in. We still may have some challenges arising around August. We may be met with some unpleasantness, if you will, something that's helping us to stretch even further and grow. So that'll be interesting to see how August is preparing us for the last half of the year. All right, what is our dragon? Given that information there, what dragon's coming through for August? Okay, so we've got the green gold dragon from Sirius. So the green gold dragon from Sirius brings universal knowledge to your spiritual pathway. It helps you to learn about spiritual technology, be a transmitter of sacred knowledge. This could be you have more space opening up around you for you to look at maybe taking courses or looking back at some of the things you've been wanting to create, some of your projects. And this is where you'll be able to make space more for them. And it will also help to up-level it in a very sacred way with its knowledge. So that's interesting. We're going to the Mystic Forest again for the third card here. What would they like to share with us for August? Trees. What would the trees like to share with us? There we go. There's our card. This beautiful card, Inner Strength. Don't lose yourself in the things you can't change. Focus on the things you can change. Attitude, mindset, and energy. You've got everything you need. Again, speaking about challenges, so August might feel very uncomfortable for us, which makes sense. Oftentimes after a transformation, one where we have really stripped away much of our old beliefs and patterns, there's always this integration period where we're learning to embody the new wisdom. And it can feel quite uncomfortable. And oftentimes during this integration period, this is where we find current or past relationships unraveling around us. We might find ourselves moving. We might find ourselves with a new job or just with new information of the way that we're observing the world around us, because we're recognizing more of what is no longer in alignment with this new transformed self that we've emerged from. Remember, we've just come out of this beautiful cocoon and we're stretching our wings. We've got different colors. We've got different outlooks. We're shiny. We're bright. We look different. We look different to other people. And the way we see things is different. We are no longer vibrating at the same vibrational frequency that we once were. And when we look around, we will quickly be able to identify what doesn't match our vibrational frequency. And if we haven't already started to align ourselves in that new vibrational frequency with our relationships, with our job, with whatever, it may feel quite uncomfortable for us in August as we stretch those wings, as we get very integrated with that new self, with our new beliefs, with our new patterns, with the way that we're absorbing the world. Allow yourself to simply recognize that more of what's falling away is simply old, outdated, stagnant energy that must fall away for more of what your heart is desiring to come in. So support yourself, nurture yourself through the month of August as you are integrating all of this new transformed energy, this new self. What is September wanting to bring forward? Here we go. Ooh, they're really thinking about this. Ah, there we go. And of course it falls on the floor. Oh, my goodness, that one was in a really awkward place. All right. So, love this card. Was wondering when this card was going to show up because it showed up in our January intuitive guided message. The frog. Prosperity, which makes perfect sense as we move into the month of September. For this is when we start to harvest all of the little steps that we've taken, the big steps that we've taken, all of the things that we have surrendered into and allowed to fall away because they no longer align with where we're moving to. And we are moving in to harvest all of the fruits of our labor, if you will. The guidance here, let go of the past and embrace change. Again, more change is coming. Opportunities are close at hand. More opportunities are showing up. Again, we were met with, at the beginning of the year, the unicorn, infinite possibilities. These are going to be woven through the whole entire year. Love it. Hop into this new day with joy. Abundance and good fortune await you. Now, what is wanting to come through from the dragons for September? Ooh. Okay. The blue dragon from Pleiades. Look at that beautiful coloring in there. Oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. The blue dragon from the Pleiadians prepares you to accept source healing, creator healing. Accept a heart activation. Give and receive heart healing. This beautiful dragon will help us to cultivate and build more of a strong foundation in that love energy, healing our heart, providing a heart healing to keep us more open and aligned with that high vibrational frequency of love. So beautiful. I love it. This deck I have yet to use. I did not think I'd be using this deck. This is the Celestial Frequency deck, but I am feeling for September there is a shift in it. Interesting. Confidence. Confidence is showing up for us in September. Harness that confident energy. Bring that into everything that you are building and continuing to build and continuing to work with as you are meeting these new opportunities or these revisited opportunities even. Be confident. Step into confidence. Lead with confidence. I love that. That is our September. And then officially moves us into the last quarter of 2026. All right. What wants to come through? Here we go. Visionary. We've got the giraffe showing up for us for October. I love even the fall looking colors for October that kind of emulates the same energy that we're working with. Beautiful. The visionary. Rise above earthly matters. glide through life with grace. You are able to see the right path, stand tall in your self-worth, and love with a big heart. Well, that makes sense that we're moving into this energy from the giraffe. We just had that beautiful blue dragon from the Pleiades help us to create a beautiful foundation with our heart, with the activation of the heart. And now that makes sense as we move into the month of October. We're going to build further upon that, standing in our self-worth, harnessing our innate power and wisdom, and we're going to lead with a big heart. All right. So what dragon wants to join us for the month of October? Oh, there we go. The silver lunar dragon. The silver lunar dragon bathes you in divine feminine light. Come into balance and practice peace, harmony, and cooperation. Expand your causal chakra. Well, isn't this very interesting? We started the year with the Alpha Dragon. Now, the Alpha Dragon was bringing in the divine masculine energy. And now, as we're moving in to the last quarter of 2026, we're being gifted with the silver lunar dragon that's bringing in that divine feminine energy. We're moving into this softer period. You can feel the energy has shifted here. You can feel that we're being not necessarily invited to slow down, but we're being invited to embrace balance, harmony, cooperation, looking around and seeing how we can radiate more love into everything that we do. This is the softer side of the divine feminine. This is those beautiful, quiet moments where we honor ourselves and we honor what's arising around us. So I love that for us. It's so beautiful because it's also inviting balance into our life as well. We've had a lot of shifts and movements, and this is now further depicting the embodiment of this new shifted energy. So here we have this collected shedding, if you will, of what was no longer serving us. And now we are really solidifying this embodied, integrated energy of this new being that we've emerged as with the beautiful divine feminine energy. And we're bringing it into harmony and to balance, which is so incredibly beautiful to see because we always want big shifts, big transformations to come back into an embodied, harmonious state. It does take some time. As you can see, this is a process. This is the journey. And as we are laying it out like this in a very linear fashion, we're seeing the overall trajectory of how our growth is coming in this ebb and flow in these cycles. And now it's starting to land. It's being embodied. So beautiful. Wow, the light clarifying light. I can feel the fairies just pulling at me. They're wanting to share their message. And I'm like, just wait. We've got a couple more months to go. You're like, but now. Ah, interesting. 2 cards flipped out. Okay, here we go. So the first card is talking about the duality dance. And it's saying, steady as you go. I don't particularly care for the clown in this picture, so I apologize if anybody is afraid of clowns. But the message is solid. The duality dance is guiding us to remember, seek balance amid the chaos and find harmony within yourself. Steady as you go. Navigate with patience and resilience. Again, we've got patience coming in from earlier this year and resilience. Again, self-reliance, resilience. I'm surprised perseverance hasn't shown up. Navigate with patience and resilience, trusting in your inner strength to guide you through life's twists and turns. So there may be more twists and turns that are happening around this time as well. Now, the guidance of the desert of isolation. Traverse the desolate spaces of solitude to uncover reflections and resilient survival. Interesting. The other message here on the card is embrace solitude. Reflect deeply for survival. Keep your mind open as answers reveal lessons in the quiet of retrospection. So, where this could be landing for October is the quiet moments that are starting to arise. As you're bringing in the balance and you're looking at the duality of what's happening, that this and that, maybe you're feeling tugged into different directions. Look as the visionary. Be reminded of the declaration that you made, of the path, the direction that you're moving into. Of course, keeping it open-ended, this or something better. And start to see where the lessons, where your answers are coming in the lessons that are being revealed. So it sounds like October will start to get more answers that are coming and unfolding. It will be within that quiet stillness. Okay. Animals for November. They're taking time to think about this one, just like they did with the giraffe. The messenger, the hawk. Our beautiful hawk is showing up as the messenger. The guidance. Spirit is sending you messages. Open your greater vision to see the signs. Focus on priorities and eliminate distractions. You have a bright future. Let yourself ascend to new heights. Great message. And again, this is where they're priming us with the desert. They're priming us in this card to ensure that we are aware, focused, and paying attention to the whispers so you don't miss the message. Cool. Now, our dragon for the month of November will be, drum roll. Oh, there we go. Interesting. The deep blue dragon. The deep blue dragon keeps you safe by clearing your pathway. Trust that you are protected. Walk a path of light. So this invitation here is for us in November to remember we're protected, for one. And if we're feeling that lack of protection or that lack of connection, invite your guides in. Ask them for help. Ask the dragons to help clear things. So as you are settling more into this new embodied, integrated, morphed self, and you're moving through the ebb and flow of change, there may be more things that you're noticing that could be creating some stagnant energy for you by the time we get to the end of this year. So utilize the deep blue dragons to clear this away and trust and have faith that they are doing beautiful work and they're helping you to transmute that heavy energy, to free you up as you are making your way to the end of 2026. This is the Earth Magic deck. It's actually my mom's deck. She lent it to me while I was working. I love this card. I was working on one of my journals. So here we have music, harmony. I love this card. It does pair into the harmony that October was bringing us. And it's deepening us, but it's also bringing us the message of music. I absolutely love the frequencies. And I love harnessing the energy of the frequencies. This could be any of the frequencies, the solfeggio, the binary beats, whatever it is that you're drawn to, the tuning forks. But music, the vibrational frequency of these Hertz frequencies, they have such an incredible ability to help us heal, help us move through with ease and grace and speed with what is no longer serving us. I love the 528 Hertz frequency because it helps to regenerate the cells. It helps promote healing. I love 432 because it is the vibrational frequency of the earth And it helps me when I'm grounding and I'm connecting into the energy of Gaia and I'm doing land clearings. So this card here is bringing in harmony, but it's also bringing in the reminder of music, specifically the pull to the frequencies. And this can be said to be harnessed and utilized for the whole entire year and going forward. The frequencies and their ability to help us navigate what is arising around us and this human experience is phenomenal. I have been using them for the last 3 years, and I am noticing the huge effects that they've had on me. I have them playing in the background while I'm cooking supper, while I'm writing, while I'm creating. So if you get the chance to experience the frequencies and the music in this capacity, allow it and invite it into your life. Allow it to create harmony and ripple out this beautiful healing for November. Well, and for the whole entire year, but November is what we're specifically feeling into here. Love that. So we are now at the end. We are now moving into December. How incredibly beautiful so far. Just awesome. All of these messages, all of these cards. I've never done anything like this before. This is so incredibly cool. Alrighty, guys. We've got one more month left for 2026. December feels, I don't want to say loaded, but December feels monumental in some ways. Not sure what that means. The cougar is our animal guide for the month and representing assertiveness or assertive. So the guidance from the card is saying, walk through life with confidence and grace. You have power from beyond the world. Focus on what you really want. You can create your dreams. Again, there's that focus piece. Now, as we are, again, finding ourselves in this end of the year energy, which we just moved out of because I'm doing this at the beginning of January, the focus, the invitation to remain focused is very important and in a lot of ways vital for bringing forward and creating what it is that you're intending. Because when we are focused, it gives our brain, our beautiful mind that tends to wander, something to do. So this reminder, this assertive cougar animal, the reminder is giving us the remembrance to focus on what it is that we want. So this might mean that we are aligning ourselves with other people who are working towards the same thing or something similar. Maybe we're reading more books. Maybe we're taking more courses. Maybe we're watching shows or we're having interactions or we're going to events that are in alignment with what it is that we're wanting to create. And this is how we can work with the mind instead of against the mind. And we can invite the mind to support us and help us to feel comforted and help us to feel safe in knowing that what we're focusing on isn't scary. It doesn't have to feel so uncomfortable because we're aligning with it. It's the next steps that we're taking. And the more the mind gets comfortable bringing us all of these beautiful things that we're focusing on, the more it can relax into allowing us to take those steps. So we're not hitting barriers. And then, of course, our belief system will come and just naturally unravel. And we'll start to change our beliefs and adopt new patterns and habits because we're learning new pieces of information. We're learning new techniques, new practices, new pieces of wisdom, which is fantastic. This is marvelous. And this is what we can already do for this year as we're stepping into 2026. And this is why it is so powerful when we focus the mind, when we make the declaration to begin with, and then we focus the mind in bringing in all of what it is that we're wanting to create, to bring more of that in. And naturally, our beliefs start to shift. And then when we are met with an unpreferred emotion, when we find ourselves going, holy smokes, who was that person? Who the heck was that? Because that wasn't me. I don't even recognize that person. That's when we can pause. That's when we can nurture ourselves. We can place our hand on our heart. We can say, okay, that just happened. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for showing me the next thing that is in line for love. Thank you for helping me to heal more of what is no longer serving me. Thank you for helping me to heal and acknowledge what it is that is stagnant, that is no longer supporting, that is no longer matching what I'm focusing on. It doesn't have to be this battle within you. It simply is a recognition of what is no longer working. And that can feel very scary, especially if this is not something that you're accustomed to. I know for myself, much of what I've been wanting to create has felt incredibly scary, has terrified me, has froze me like a deer in headlights. And it has been in those quiet moments, nurturing myself, understanding that I'm moving out the stagnant energy and healing myself and rippling that healing out to the world, that I'm making more space and I'm able to take the steps, the courageous steps that are moving me closer to bringing my goals, my intentions to fruition. Alrighty, dragons, what is it that you'd like to say for December? And maybe this card that's already flipped up when I shuffled last is the one that we need to go with. Okay, is it you? All right, I guess that would bring us full circle, wouldn't it? We've got the beautiful Source Dragon. So the Source Dragon attunes you to the infinite. Now, we started our year with the unicorn, infinite possibilities. So now we are being attuned even further to those infinite possibilities. The guidance here is be still. In the silence, magic can happen. Be in the moment. This is a reminder to be present. Be present with yourself, grounded, anchored, authentic, looking at all of the gratitude and abundance that's all around you. Smelling the roses. Remember, that was the guidance from the Russian Gypsy deck. Now, the fairies. Fairies are coming in to share their beautiful wisdom. They have been waiting so patiently, rather impatiently, to share the guidance for the end of 2026. Thank you, fairies, for your patience, for your wisdom, for your beautiful divine wisdom and knowledge. Thank you for sharing your fairy dust with us. Wow, they've waited so long that now they're really thinking about it. They're wanting to make sure that their moment shines in reverence. I feel like there's going to be more than one card wanting to fly out. Are you sure? There's two, isn't there? Okay, we'll wait. Let's get the next one. There's two. Oh, the fairies. I love them. They're so sweet. Interesting. Okay. Makes sense for December. So our two cards. First one, moderation. Is there something you know you shouldn't be eating? Do your best to eat mindfully and more healthy. Although the fairies do say that a little bit of what you fancy is fine. Now, this makes sense for December, of course, when we are in that holiday season and there is so many baked goods, there's so many good foods that are all around you, and we tend to feel a little bit more relaxed as we take this more celebratory mindset and we let ourselves have a little more cheat days. So be mindful in the month of December, and I mean, any time of the year really, but particularly the guidance is to be mindful in this month of December. This goes also not just for food. This could be working too much or even celebrating too much, having too many days off. Maybe you're not meeting your responsibilities and you're letting things slack, like the dishes, the laundry, things like that. So remember to be mindful and present with your daily activities. Take things in moderation. So Be mindful, mindful and present. I love that. Now, the other card from the fairies is inspiration. What a beautiful card. Be prepared, as you'll soon receive a visit from the fairy of inspiration. Come dusk or dawn, she can call at any time. Well, now, how beautiful is this card as we wrap and wind everything up for the overall encompassing 2026 year? So exciting. So exciting. Oh my goodness. My table is completely full with cards here. I absolutely love it.
Wow. Look at all the messages for the whole entire year. So beautiful.
So much beautiful divine wisdom and guidance. And it really feels like 2026 is going to have some incredible, beautiful moments of reflection, transformation, shifts and change, new beginnings, reminders, being present, a lot of success, a lot of support from the community, reminders that the self resilience, reliance, trust, love. Love is such a big theme with everything here. There's going to be heart activation and regeneration. Wow. The energies for 2026 are turning and flowing and moving. There's so much. But I want to bring that all back in to a very grounded state. As you move through each month, as you move through each day, each week, each moment, remember you are amazing. You are marvelous. You are powerful. You are abundant. You are enough. And you are creating magic with the universe. You have so much guidance, so much wisdom flooding in, so much support, not just from the community, but your team of guides as well. Be sure to bring them in and listen to the intuition that is coming through. It will come through in the soft whispers. So if you're feeling lost, confused, or you're not sure what is your next step, pause, breathe, ground, connect into nature, connect into yourself, connect into your heart space, into your solar plexus, whatever it is, connect into your column of light, whatever it is that you connect into, connect, ground, and listen. Listen to the whispers. Set the intention that you want to listen to the whispers of your soul to receive the next piece of the puzzle, the next step on your journey. And trust that the wisdom and the guidance and the answers will be there. And when you're ready to take that step, they've got you 100%, 1000%. I love that. Come back to this video often if you're feeling you'd like some guidance, or if you can't quite remember what that month had to do with, or if you even want to check to see if you're curious to see where and how the guidance from here being delivered at the beginning of January is playing out for you, say in August. Have some fun. Embrace this year with curiosity. May you be blessed with so much love, joy, peace, compassion, and prosperity.